And let me mash up the dance just like KMC. Boom! I remember back in the days, the very first time I see the brother on a stage. Talk about the vibe, talk about the energy. He flattened down the dance, boy, what a sight to see. But nowadays, when I go a fete, it's really not the same type of feeling I just get. All them artists singing, and the bass too slow. Is this a fete or is a papi show? I'm take it back to what's a fete. Listen to the vibes. Take it back to brass fete, we take it back. All you come and reminisce with me. And let me mash up the dance just like KMC. Let me see you rocking the air, hand in the air, up in the air. Fling up your rum, fling up your beer. Mash up the place back and all in here. Boy, let's take it back. All you reminisce with me. And let me mash up the dance just like KMC. And chanting.
Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, just now, hold on. Let me pull up this one. I want to introduce you all to Mr. Kevin Allan, formerly known as Veta. The artist formerly.
Formerly known as Veta. I'm going to take out the glasses.
Let's take, yeah. Oh, you're good this morning, bro. You good?
All is well, G.
Nice to have you on. I'm very curious as to what inspired this song. You decided to jump in the soca with a power soca out the gate, dedicated to Ken Marlon Charles.
Well.
Yeah, you go.
Well, firstly, I catch my breath.
Woo! That the thing with power soca?
It's a vibe. You gotta catch your breath. Firstly, but no, the thing is, Ken was so influential in the soca game that I feel it's only right I pay him some respect. Because,
Oh, you don't realize what kind of
song? What's this power soca? That's serious.
You didn't realize, the thing that most artists don't realize, right, is when you sing a power soca is one thing, right? Come in and perform a power soca with the whole extra energy.
I feel I get some water for me.
I had to get some water for you.
Yeah, my age are actually catching up on me. But no, seriously. He did so much for soca and Trinidad and Tobago that it's only right that you pay homage to him, show him his respect. You know, so shout out Ken Marlon Charles, the whole Zaya family.
Now, what's interesting for me is Ken's journey has been a very interesting one because, you know, of course, he was at the top of the game in Trinidad and Tobago. I wouldn't say that would have been early 2000s, 2010, that whole the last decade, that decade or so, right? And, you know, he would have been responsible for bringing up younger artists. He would have been responsible for producing for, I mean, half the industry, if not more. And, of course, having his own hit songs, monster hit songs. And then somewhere along the way, there was a whole heap of confusion and bacchanal that happened around his name, and people started to drag his name through the mud. I mean, you know, we're not nice here in Trinidad
well,
sometimes.
I honestly think that's really unfair because, I mean...
Tell me why you think it's unfair.
When you look at the man's catalogue and what he did for soca music, even I was not even too sure what he said or what was said. It was so long ago. We should move on and forget about it because, I mean, the man did so much.
Well, what's interesting is that there's been two versions of the story, right? Because people said that he said something that was so offensive to soca music. Nobody could say what it was. But when he was asked about it, I was listening to an interview with him, and he said he never said anything like that. Somebody came back who didn't like him, said that he said, and it was never proven anywhere.
What I think happened was like he was misquoted. Right. What I believe he said initially was like there's not a lot of unity at the time. Right. In soca music, which was true because everybody is in this camp and that camp. But no,
it's not still true.
Not so much. I don't think so. Okay. Not so much. But back in the day, right? Yeah, man, it was terrible. So that's what he's talking about. Right. He got misquoted, and all of a sudden, you know, KMC not for soca music, which is not true. The man live and breed and bleed soca music. So I thought it's only right that I pay homage to him for all that he did, and all that he's doing with the youths.
And you mentioned in the song, you know, like we mash up the fete like KMC. What fete you planning to mash up?
What fete is there?
That's what I want to know.
No, but I mean, if they have any kind of, like I did a performance in Lizzie Lizard in Shogunas and it was really crazy. So I mash up that fete, I guess.
Right. So that was a fete?
What? Oh, sorry. You know what? It wasn't a fete. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, trying to change it, Bob.
I just get to ask the questions.
No, it was not that. Sorry, rewind.
Yeah, go ahead. Rewind the live
TV. It's an event that they had. We did well inside there. we performed. We did well. And any other like small gatherings that they would have.
Yes, the small gatherings.
Small gatherings and the that virtual they would have in a safe environment that they would have. I would go there and mash up the fete like him. So what I'm trying to say is like back in the day, I remember I could have been like 20 years old, and he was already established. I always tell this story because I respect him because he was driving he had a real flashy car, really nice car, And I flag him down and say, hey, Ken, I'm trying to get into...
the bright green one?
The bright green lamp truck.
Yeah.
I flag him down and say, Ken, I'm trying to get into the music business. Could you help me? He's like, give me a number, I'll call you. I was like, Ken, you're a KMC. Why would you call me?
Yeah.
And the next day, he really did. So I don't know a lot of artists in his position would have done that. You know what I mean? So full respect to him for that.
All right. Well, we mash up the place like KMC one more time. May you catch your breath? You could go for the next round?
I'm going to get my glasses. Listen.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to encourage each and every one of you to go out there and make a difference today now. I mean, just like KMC. Mash up the place and make a difference. And because together we aspire, together
let's say one thing.
Achieve.
For respect to all the customs and excise workers, Port of Spain, Piaco, Point Lisas. Respect.
They're just bringing things for you.
That's where it's be. But let me talk about that.
I feel like that's a whole different conversation.
Plug, right? That's a plug.
Kevin Allan is going to take us to the top of the hour, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to mash up the place like KMC.
But catch your breath.
Catch your breath. 1, 2. Let me go.
Na 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 na.
Imagine it's licensing.
Na 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 na.
And your side to side. And your side to side.
Na 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 na. Follow me. Let me take it back. Take it back to license fed. Let me take it back. Take it back to custom fed. Let me take it back. All you come and reminisce with me. And let me mash up the dance just like KMC. Let me see you rocking the air, clock in the air, hand in the air, up in the air. Fling up your run, fling up your ear. Mash up the place back and all in here. Whoa, let's take it back. All you reminisce with me. And let me mash up the dance just like KMC. Boom. I remember back in the days, the very first time I see the brother on a stage. Talk about the vibe, talk about the energy. He flattened down the dance, boy. What a sight to see, but nowadays, when I go a fete, it's really not the same type of feeling I does it. All them aunties singing, and the pace too slow. Is this a fete or is a party show? I want to know, let me take it back. Take it back to what's a fete, let me take it back. Take it back to brass, let me take it back. While they come and reminisce with me, and let me mash up the dance just like KMC. Let me see you rocking the air, clacking the air, hand in the air, up in the air. Fling up your rum, fling up your air, mash up the place, rocking all in here. Whoa, let's take it back. While they reminisce with me, and let me mash up the dance just like KMC. And we chanting. Listen to this part.
Like KMC there?
That's me. Na. When the girls them chatting. This is part of the so sweet, right? Guess what? And me say, me a voice, me a kiss or second star. I on a mission to bring back power soca. I love to see the crews them, they popping with the flags them.